Good evening and welcome to you from inside Schmitz Mackey Arena. We're excited to have you with us for tonight's Junior Gold A matchup between the Farmington Tigers and the White Bear Lake Bears. Tonight, White Bear Lake will finish a stretch of 3 games in 3 days. Back-to-back losses against Minnetonka and Stillwater leaves the Bears with an 0-8-1 record. The Tigers, after a hard-fought shutout over Edina on Saturday, have climbed to 7 wins and 5 losses on the season. They'll hope to extend the winning streak to 3 games tonight against the Bears in the first meeting of the season between these two teams. Tonight's projected lineup for the Tigers is as follows, beginning with the forwards. Number 3, Jack Arness. Number 6, Ben Fryer. Number 10, Jacob Mackey. Number 20, Everett Keir. Number 21, Dom Spice. Number 24, Brody Dolan. Number 25, Brody Malcheski. Number 28, Parker Nivla. And number 36, Brody Rasmussen. Combining on defense will be number 4, Jaden Kelly. Number 5, Blake Hagedorn. Number 8, Caleb Tracy. Number 17, Jordan Karich. And number 22, Cooper Voth. The Tiger goaltender is number 35, Brendan Ferdine. And head coach of the Farmington Tigers is Brendan Kelly. Alright, teams out at center ice for the pre-game handshake. Got White Bear players in the black uniforms with the orange and white trim, and Farmington players are in the white uniforms with the orange and black trim. To start the game, the Tigers will be attacking from left to right across your screen. Starting goaltenders are Henry Young for the Bears, and as always, Turbo for the Tigers. All right, first 5 out for Farmington. We're going to have Arness at center, Fryer and Nivla on the wings, and Karich and Tracy on the blue line. We're all set to go, and we're underway here tonight from the Schmack. Face-off controlled and dumped in by the Tigers. White Bear picks up, and they'll carry it out of their own end through center ice. Arness angling in, sends it around in the direction of Nivla. He'll pick it up off the wall. Tracy slides it up ahead, nudged forward by Karich, turned over. White Bear in. Tracy comes in with a hit. Pass over to the far side for Fryer. Now picked up by Arness. Arness will come out into the near side corner. And puck sliding all the way back. No icing. So Hagedorn will pick it up. Hagedorn Bear lost it at center ice. Puck comes in on Turbo. He redirects it over to the side. Now swung over far side. Puck ended up behind Dolan. Spice had it, but Tigers would have been offside. And now long pass ahead. Connects left circle. Shot comes in off the stick of Turbo. Puck thrown out front. Spice tried to flip it ahead. Did not connect with Rasmussen. Up ahead. Spice sends it down low. Dolan chasing down there. Spice in a battle behind the net. And now Rasmussen over there to assist. Pass up. Good read by Kelly. And new set of forwards out for the Tigers. Puck scooped up by Turbo, and we'll get a face-off. You telling in your own?
I was gonna, but it looks like it's pretty close.
All right, Pierre, Mackey, Milszewski out there as the forwards. And Kelly and Kirich are the defensemen. Shot misses the mark, picked up at the right point, sent in on a backhand. Kelly, a little gathered. Pass up ahead, didn't make its way to Milszewski. Pierre slides it over for Mackey. He'll bump it in. Pierre controls, drops it, shot from the point, bounced and scooped up by Young. So face off to the right of Young. Tigers win it. Flip towards Arness, gets by him. And now back up for Tracy, redirected in front, rebound off the left pad of Young. And another one comes in, redirected into the far corner by Young. Fryer back for Nivola. Swung out, Fryer centered it. Nivola bumps it back. White Bear will pick it up and push it out to neutral ice. And a long pass just outside the reach of Nivola, so icing will bring a whistle.
I am following them, but I don't know how Wafer got another shot in there. But I'm gonna go with it.
All right, Dolan ready for the face-off. Puck just sitting on the dot. Now it hops out, pushed over to the wall. Rasmussen chops it down. Spice skating in, bumps it over for Dolan. And good job by White Bear to get back. Now Dolan, he tried to throw one on net, knocked down by traffic in front. Flipped out, hits by Dolan, bumped forward by Vogt. Spice back behind the net. And has it. Rasmussen was out front. Spice was trying to get it to him. And now back behind the net again. Rasmussen down there. White Bear up, not out. Vogt sends one towards Young. Hops out front. Mackey couldn't collect. And now White Bear in offensively, shot off the glove and up into the netting. face-off to the right of Turbo. Tracy intercepts, lifts it up ahead, finds Malcheski. Malcheski with a bit of room, slides one over, and Mackey didn't catch all of it, pushed it wide. Mackey able to strip it away. Back behind the White Bear net. The Bears will set up. Now taken away by Peer. Peer delivers a hit. Puck will come back onto the stick of Tracy. Tracy up through center for Peer. Peer works his way around a pair of defenders. Peer still with it. Sends it up for Kelly. Shot in on Young. He knocks it down with the blocker. Kelly flips it off the glass. And puck will roll the length of the ice. And icing will bring a face-off back in front of Young. Just what I asked for. All right, we're yeah. The Tigers win the face-off. Both will lift it back behind. Fryer tried to jam it. Now up the wall, kept in by Nivola. Hagedorn out for Fryer's shot. Missed wide. Nivola protects. Tried to work it back for Fryer. Top of the left circle. Shot off of the stick. Both will step down from his defensive position. Arness swiping at it. Now puck back out over in front of the Tiger bench. Lifted forward. Nivola tried to angle one up ahead for Arness. He does pick it back up. Stops. Fan down the shot. White Bear able to take it away. And now thrown in on the Tiger goaltender. Long pass up, tapped forward by Fryer. Along the far wall, puck knocked down by Rasmussen. Sends a shot off the blocker, bouncing puck comes all the way up high slot. Karich will send it in on a backhand. Thrown cross ice. Taken away by Rasmussen. Spice is trying to tap it forward for Dolan. Moved over near side for Karich. Karich connects with Dolan. Dolan carries in. Spice and Rasmussen trailing. Spice back for Tracy. Shot. Good look there for Tracy. Young able to make the save. And now long shot in. Dolan grabs a loose puck. Dolan up to the left point. Long shot in. Long rebound. Hops all the way over to the far side wall. Dolan will carry it right back in. Spice lasered one off the glove of Young. Now Tracy has room. He also sends one wide. And now Peer had it taken away. And covered by Turbo for a face-off. So 6:20 remaining in the first period. No score so far between the Tigers and the Bears. Face-off won by Farmington. Trouble in the corner, though. And now, bouncing puck. Where will it end up? White Bear able to get a handle on it. Now taken away. White Bear continuing to work. Hagedorn will try to find some open space. Mackey taps it up. Kelly can't drag it with him. Fired back in by White Bear. Good stick there by Kelly. We'll get into the passing lane. Now Kelly up the glass and out. And Melchewski will race. White Bear able to get to it first. And back and forth in the neutral zone. White Bear away with it. Fryer able to take it away. Bumps it ahead for Nivla. He'll pick it up. Crosses the blue line. His shot, and that's in. We've seen that time and time again. Nivla absolutely picked the corner. Gets the Tigers on the board. So assist on the goal to Nivla goes to Fryer. And now we're down under 5 minutes to go in the first. Up behind the Farmington net. White Bear smothered back there by the Tigers. And long pass up ahead. Fryer able to get it. Fryer in, rips it, score! So a couple of quick goals here from Fryer and Nivla have the Tigers up 2-0. So Fryer from Arness at 10:30 of the first. Rasmussen holds, tried to push it into the slot. Puck comes up the left point. White Bear lifts it up the wall. Now back behind the Farmington goal. Tracy angles in and able to take it away. Tracy skating ahead. Good stick there from the White Bear defender. Oh, I didn't even see the penalty. When did that happen? All right, Melchewski in the penalty box for the Tigers. There's a hooking penalty in there. So White Bear with the extra man for another minute 5. And Mackey disrupts, causing an offside for White Bear. Neutral zone face-off, won by the Tigers. Karich trying to clear, and Mackey able to do so. Thrown in by White Bear. Down to the far corner. Kelly will pick it up for Farmington, and he'll send it the length of the ice. White Bear stripped from behind by Pierre. Pierre lost it right at the top of the left circle, picked up by the Bears. Kelly read that pass and intercepted. And Olszewski out of the penalty box. Tigers back to full strength. All right, Arness, Nibula, Fryer, both in Hagedorn. Nibula couldn't quite reach it. And out of the pile comes Hagedorn. He's slowed down at the blue line. Fryer able to muscle it out. Arness circling, still working, able to get it out to neutral ice, and we got another offside with 1:19 to go in the first. Tigers up 2-0. Hagedorn avoiding a defender. Now we'll try and reverse it. Both hustling over to it. He overskated. Thrown out in front. Nibula around one guy. Lost it just after the red line. Hagedorn will send it in cross ice. Knocked down off the stick of Nibula, sent back. Nibula tried to pick the other corner this time, missed it. Now back up high for Tracy. Puck deflects over far side hash marks. Batted back by Fryer and poked away. White Bear with 20 seconds. White Bear takes a shot, goes off the side of the net, thrown out front, and fanned on. Karich up ahead, and flipped forward by Nibula, and that will take care of the first period. Good one for the Tigers as they end the period up 2-0. So first goal, Nibula from Fryer at 9:59, and then Fryer from Arness at 10:30.
I like that they're announcing down there.
I did too, yeah. One penalty in that period against the Tigers. White Bear for one on the power play, and shots on goal. We've got 11 for the Tigers against 6 for White Bear.
Blessings on right here.
Yeah. All right, second period. White Bear and Farmington. White Bear able to pick it up. Pass through center, connects. Rasmussen skates it up the left wing side. Taken away by White Bear. Now Dolan after it. Turbo will just leave it for Tracy. Tracy moves it over. Karich tried to bump it ahead. Turn back. Spice sends it around for Rasmussen. And now Dolan up ahead. Spice able to take it away. Throws it on net, and Young able to cover. Pierre will take the face off. White Bear wins it. Pierre takes it, sends it back behind the White Bear net. Mackey and Pierre along the wall, and now Malcheski throws it out front, turned aside by Young. Kelly steps up, and now the Bears in one-on-one. Nice work by Mackey getting back, just enough to slow down the White Bear player and allow Turbo to make the save. Arness line out. Arness away with it, moves it over for Nivola. Nivola has Fryer to his left. In the corner, Fryer muscles his way in. Thrown out front. Good shot by Arness. Fryer will send it back behind for Arness. He'll bump it over to Hagedorn. Poked up the wall. Fryer tried to hold things up, and now White Bear up ice. Tracy will reach it first. He'll send it up the wall. Looks like it went off the official. Feed out front, taken away by Fryer. Glove down, White Bear with some room. Shot, actually pass across. Turbo able to make the save. Hagedorn in the far corner. He'll reverse it over for Tracy. Pass works its way through for Nivola. Tigers 3-on-1 here. Nivola back behind Arness. And now Tigers will have to hustle back defensively. Left pad save by Turbo. Dolan racing ahead. Dolan threw a backhand wide. Spice will push it back. Up along the wall, Rasmussen leaves it. Volk was trying to work it over for Karich and sent back by White Bear. Rasmussen angles one over, picked up by Dolan. Dolan shot off of a shin pad. Spice up for Karich. Shot was knocked down, pushed back out near the red line, lifted in by Karich. Swung all the way around. And Tigers able to hold. Flip cross ice. Dolan skating over there. And now White Bear away with it. Good job by Karich. And flipped into the glove hand of Young. Hagedorn sends it back behind the White Bear net. Bears send it around Kelly, returns it right back. Melchewski spins out of the corner, taken away by the Bears. Drop back. And puck will come out to neutral ice, picked up by White Bear. They'll skate it in, left wing side. Drop back, skated into the slot, and puck taken away by Pierre. He'll protect. Mackey after it into the corner along with Melchewski. Mackey steps out front, had it knocked off of his stick, puts a shot on and off the pad of Young. Bears up ice. Centering pass behind the White Bear Lake skaters. Mackey flips it back into the White Bear end of the ice. Tracy with open ice. 1-on-5. Tracy rips it and scores. 1-on-5. I like those odds. So at 6:02 of the second, Tracy puts the Tigers up 3-0. Karich trying to catch up to it. Now he's in with speed. Shot wide, hops out to Tracy at the right point. Fryer chasing it down. He absorbs a hit. Tried to jam it on the backhand with Fryer. Along the wall, picked up by Arnes. He ricochets it ahead too far for Fryer. Karich throws one in, and Young almost got caught napping. Got it just at the last moment. Thrown off the glass all the way around far side, picked up there by White Bear. Knocked down off of the skate, picked back up by White Bear. Both defending in the corner. Puck settles down. Both. Puck knocked down. Dolan trying to sweep it in. Succeeds. Spice will quickly send it over for Voth. Poked off the stick of Rasmussen. Hagedorn tried to work it up ice. Spice taps it back for Rasmussen. He'll move it over for both. Back near side for Dolan. He'll fire it in. White Bear sends one near side. Kelly turns on the Jets and wins the foot race. Here moves one over. Shot in and glove save made by Young. Well, don't miss any of the action this weekend as the Tigers play in the One Hockey Minnesota Gone Wild tournament. Tune into the Farmtown Sports Network and watch games on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Tournament play gets underway for Farmington with the opening game starting at 8:40 a.m. this Friday against the Bloomington Thunder. Karich holding along the wall. Mackey puts it to Pierre. He'll push it down into the corner. Puck sent back behind the White Bear goal. Melchowski takes it away, throwing it out front. Mackey's shot knocked down by Young. White Bear comes out the far side. Sent into the slot. Shot knocked out and a beautiful glove save on a rebound by Turbo. Keeps White Bear off the board. Tracy will send it around for Fryer. He chops it out, picked up by Arness. Arness leaves it back. And now Hagedorn trying to catch up from behind. Long shot, save made by Turbo. Hagedorn lifts it over for Tracy. He'll check his options, plays it up ahead. Fryer gets it up ahead to Arness. Arness waiting, shot! Trying to go far side, went off the glove of Young. And Hagedorn will retreat, sends it over for Nivla. Nivla in across the red line. Little razzle-dazzle there, shot. Stopped by Young. So we got 4.5 remaining here in the second period. Face-off will be to the right of Young. Dolan will take it and win it. Hagedorn sends one through, and that went in. So Hagedorn from the left point sends one in towards Young, and through all the traffic, finds the back of the net. Officially Hagedorn from Rasmussen and Dolan. And Tigers have now stretched the lead to 4. Rasmussen carries in, holds. Puck move near side, now carried in by White Bear. Long shot, scooped out of the air by Turbo. And both protecting his goalie. Officials so out of that, looks like both will pick up a penalty. right, we did get one aside. So we should stay at 5-on-5. Spice. He's taken down to the ice. Play continues. White Bear back beneath the goal line, thrown up, quickly moved aside, kept in, long shot, and glove save made by Turbo. Tracy will move it over for Hagedorn. Off the puck back behind now here with it. He'll tap it back for Tracy. Over for Mackey. Mackey cuts back to the middle. Mackey skating all the way into the offensive zone and a shot. Rebound comes all the way out high slot, moved over now. Right point. Tracy's shot! Young didn't see it. And we'll see if Tracy picks up his second or if someone else got a piece of it. Let's see, maybe. Let's see what the official scoring is on that one. All right, Pierre got a piece of it.
You're from us. That's me from Tracy.
So 5-0 Tigers with 2.5 to go in the second. And Young freezes the puck. Comes up for Karich. He'll push one in on Young. Rebounds out front. Young, another stop. Kelly sends it back down low. Reverse to the far side. White Bear with room pass through center. Finds its mark. Swept away by Karich. And now White Bear shot. Stopped by Turbo. Kelly. His pass intercepted. Lots of room. Slow shot, though. And more pushing and shoving now. And we are going to get a penalty out of this. Somebody being sent off. So Leiter, the guilty party for White Bear, slashing the penalty call. And the Tigers will get a power play opportunity here with 1:39 left in the second, up by 5. Hagedorn pushes it down low where Arnes. Now he'll move it back to Fryer, quickly kick back to Arnes. He's pinned up along the wall. Hagedorn able to knock it down. Hagedorn walks the blue line. Nivela near side corner. Up for Tracy, quick shot. Knocked down in front. And now back out to neutral ice. Final minute here in the second period. Nivela will carry it in for Farmington. Up for Tracy. Quickly back behind, gets by Fryer. Arnas spinning off the wall. Hagedorn trying to hold, and White Bear will take it away. Taken right back by Arnas. He takes a hit and in. And Nivela lost the handle on it before he could get a shot off. And now cleared down. Final seconds ticking away in the second period. So 2 goals in the first for the Tigers. They add 3 more in the second. Tracy, Hagedorn, and Pierre. Shots on goal 16 in the second period for Farmington. 2-period total of 27. 11 for White Bear for a 2-period total of 17. Tigers will have 21 seconds of carryover power play time. We'll step aside and be back with the third period. right, both teams back out for the start of the third period. Tigers up 5-0 heading into the third. 5 different goal scorers so far. Nivela, Fryer, Tracy, Hagedorn, and here 21 seconds of power play time left here. Puck scooped up ahead, picked up through center ice by White Bear. They're back to full strength now. Shot in, glove save made by Turbo. Tigers control. Don't walk it around far side. Tracy takes the open ice. Poked off of his stick. Spice got a piece of the pass, but now it comes over near side, sent in by White Bear. Rasmussen will scoop it up over there. And now Tigers have it, throw it back out to the center ice logo. Thrown in off of Carriage. White Bear in the neutral zone, turned back by Kelly. Chopped forward by Pierre. Melchewski will catch up to it. Back for Pierre. Pierre walks in, shot off the left head, rebound. Comes out, now puck. Now high slot and grabbed at and caught by Young. Pierre, Melchewski, Mackey out along with both and Kelly. Both spins around, backhands one off the wall. Pierre drags it back, plays it to both. Mackey will leave it go. Melchewski swung at it and missed. And White Bear quickly ahead. Kelly back defensively. Now Pierre pushes it up the wall. Pierre, he'll carry it in right wing side. All the way around. Now up high for both. This shot smothered right away. Second attempt, knocked down. Pierre will bump it back. Kelly will collect and skate ahead. Leaves it for Melchewski. Shot, score! Maybe not the prettiest celly we've ever seen, but it was a very nice goal by Melchewski. And Tigers up 6-0. So that should put us into running time here. As the Tigers are up 6-0.
Favorite runs. Yep.
Hagedorn will send it around in the direction of Nivela. Held at the left point and now pushed back by Nivela. Picked up by Fryer. Fryer tried to move it across. Hagedorn tried to feed it to Arness. And now bouncing puck will come out to neutral ice. Scooped up there by White Bear. White Bear holding, lost it along the wall. Muscled out by Fryer. Nivela will drag it up ice. And penalty coming and Broken Stick. And Nivela will head to the penalty box. Cross-checking. So White Bear to the power play for the second time tonight. White Bear will set up from their own end. Turned over and sent back by both. White Bear will try again. Far side wall. Karich will nudge it around. Now White Bear, left point, shot through and into the midsection of Turbo. And clock will continue to roll. So now down under a minute left on the Nivela penalty. And fresh penalty killers out for the Tigers. And grabbed by Turbo. Might have been going wide, but either way, face off upcoming to the left of Turbo. Kelly up the wall. Spice will clear it. Just a couple seconds now remaining on the White Bear power play. Puck kicked around and jammed down low by White Bear. Up high for Kelly, snuck by him. And he'll have to retreat. Melchewski tries to split the defense. Melchewski catches up to it, but ran out of room to get a shot off. And long pass up ahead goes off a skate. Kelly will rifle it around. Melchewski will tap it up ahead to Arnes, too far out in front of him. Turned over at center ice, picked up by Nivela. He lost it at the blue line. White Bear racing. Carried into the slot, now slides over far corner. Nivela in, left it out front. Got a couple of trailers coming. Couldn't find a shot, however. And brought in White Bear. Pass across, intercepted. Fryer will scoop it over in the direction of Nivela. Nivela will fire it in. Picked up off the wall, angled ahead, and icing. We'll bring the face off back into the White Bear zone. Dolan ready for the face-off into the corner. Spice stops it there. He's working along with Dolan. Dolan, his shot didn't make it through. White Bear in. Thrown out front. Spice will race it ahead with Rasmussen. Slid over, Rasmussen shot! Young able to make the stop. And now moved ahead by White Bear. White Bear lost it. Back behind Spice and Rasmussen converging. And puck slides out. White Bear moves it over. Batted forward. And now White Bear with speed. Shot, but a nice glove save made by Turbo. So down under 5 minutes remaining in this one. Here we'll skate in and take the puck. Turned over. White Bear trying to find it along the wall. Now Malshevsky away with it for Farmington. Malshevsky tried to drop one back for Mackey, ended up behind him. Carriage back defensively. Here over there as well. Here we'll send it up ahead for Kelly. Moves it for Mackey. Mackey will walk it back a bit. Out to neutral ice. Carriage with 4 minutes remaining. Shot up, and now into the Tiger bench. And now a lot of yapping over between the benches. And looks like number 20, Mason Leiter, has been given an early exit. Officials not having any of it. And meanwhile, clock continues to run. So all right, neutral zone face-off, 2.5 and counting remaining. Nevela tries to kick it up to the tape. He's got it. Shot off the side of the net. Swung around. Hagedorn slowed it down. Now numbers for White Bear. White Bear in. Shot goes too high. And Nevela back in again. Poked off his stick, picks it back up. Tried to put a shot on. White Bear able to take it away. Tracy will send it over and into the White Bear bench. So time winding down in this one. Tigers up 6-rip. Dolan walking in. Dolan. And rebound came out front. Puck sent down. Both will send it around the wall. Up ahead, Dolan. He's ridden into the wall. Spice will get it up to Volk. Quick shot, and Rasmussen almost able to redirect it. And scrum along the wall, Dolan and Rasmussen. And now officials say enough, and that's probably going to wind out most of the time. We're just going to look at the clock and watch it wind out. Tigers convincing 6-0 victory here tonight. Good all-around group effort. Nilla, Fryer, Tracy, Hagedorn, here, Malchevsky, your goal scorers, and Turbo gets the shutout. Final shots, Farmington had 33, and White Bear with 22. So next up, Farmington will participate in the One Hockey Minnesota Gone Wild tournament. Game 1 for the Tigers will be against the Bloomington Thunder Friday, January 16th at 8:40 a.m.
And for the competitions, after we enter the individual division, Farmington 6, White Bear 0, shots on goal in the third period, Farmington 6, Farmington 8 for 33, White Bear 22, and that is Turbo, 6th straight period of 2 shots.
Shout out to Turbo, 6 straight periods without a goal. All right, from the Schmack, thanks for watching and good night.